That as a fan to MS batting again, what do you feel about this particular moment? Fan being partner and again to into fan zone.
I think his knees have lasted more than mine. My knees are gone. I don't know for how long they will last, but as long as they last, I'm sure he'll do brilliantly for us. Especially Morgan is batting that and keeping that has always been brilliant. I think the major part is how he grooms youngsters and also how he takes the team forward and keeps the atmosphere really healthy in the dressing room. I think once he goes out, that is the biggest challenge for CSK. But I've always enjoyed watching him play, and I hope he plays for another 5 years.
Did Mahibhai start you?
No, I am saying I hope he plays for another 5 years.
Okay, that's the headline for the day. Next one, please.
I mean, see, obviously the management they would look at it, but my personal choice I think would be any youngster who's coming up who can lead the team for say 7 or 8 years going forward. And ideally, at this moment, the guys that CSK has, I think Rutu would be a good choice.
Okay. Still Mahibhai is there in team to fulfill that spot.
I don't think anybody can replace him. So we have to, adjust the team accordingly and maybe finish games a little early because I don't think anybody has the skill to do what he does and what he has been doing for so many years. So I think, the strategy has to be slightly different.
So you actually
The IPL.
no, it's the thing.
I don't think anybody would wear number 7 after Mahibhai in CSK. I don't think that should happen.
It's not. I'm just talking. I mean, asking about like it's a retired from for the number only, not
Yeah.
for him. So that
Okay. Yeah. I mean, eventually, he will retire one day, and the number also should retire with him. Even for CSK.
Yeah.
Okay.
So actually, the T20 format is there already, but they're planning for T10. T10. So only for 10 hours game.
I have no idea about it.
Okay, I have a question before we go next. In the districts, I know we made a lot of strides in the last 10-15 years, but in the future as well, with so much talent coming up through the IPL and the other systems, how important is it that we go deeper into the districts and
Of course, it is extremely important because there is so much talent in India. There is so much talent in rural areas, and it's just the lack of opportunity and the lack of facilities that it's not seen. So with academies, with CSK coming up with such an academy, it will unearth so much talent. It will unearth good cricketers who will eventually go on to do great things for Indian cricket, and I think it should be done in every state. So yeah, hopefully CSK Academy comes to Andhra soon.
So maximum that
Up, maybe develop some infrastructure and tie up with academies like CSK and get things done. That is what we.
Your opinion in the current?
No, I think already there are enough players in the initial setup. In the auction, I'm sure they'll find someone who's really good.
For the three format, three games. So, what will this work for next year?
No, I think eventually that has to happen, but I personally would prefer one captain for white ball and one for red ball. So because it's more or less the same players playing the white ball cricket, I think one captain will be really good.
Whom do you think as future key players to win ICC trophies?
Future key players, obviously, the team which has won the gold medal in Asian Games, the team is really good. I think they have some fantastic talent in that side, and that combined with few in the main side now, I think that will be the great combination.
Particularly any person?
I think particularly, I mean, it is hard to mention you guys, but in batsmen, definitely Rutu. Rutu will be the key, and maybe Rinku Singh, Tilak Verma, all these youngsters who are there right now. I think along with Surya, they'll be really formidable.
So do you think after Maibai, Rutraj will be the capable captain for leading CSK in future?
I mean, I believe that to be the case, and Maibai knows better, so he will take a call.
You already tried with Jadeja.
No, Maibai knows better. He'll take a call, but I feel Rutu has good potential.
Couple of questions. Two questions.
Regarding this World Cup tournament which recently come to India could not enter the final match. What would be the reason for it? Because they had won all the league matches. Finally, they have lost it. What would be the reason for
I
your
think
point of view?
I think it's just one cricket game that we have lost, and despite of us playing so well throughout maybe a month and a half, so one bad day can happen, and yeah, I don't blame the side or anything for that. Maybe the conditions didn't really suit us, the wicket and stuff, but that's not an excuse because we are good enough to play on any condition. So I think more or less, I think it's just one bad day.
Conditions mean it's a pressure or it's some sort of emotion?
No, I don't think it's the pressure. I think it was the surface that we played on. Didn't really suit us because we've been playing on really good surfaces throughout the tournament, and suddenly in the finals we come up on a wicket that was really lethargic and slow. So I think that took us by surprise, especially a batsman, and eventually it got better later on in the night. That helped the Australian side, chase the runs easy. But the, I mean, it's not an excuse as such, but things happen like that.
Final question.
I think Lakshman is being held who are the players who want to be in CSK?
I mean, we as it is have a great side, going into this year's IPL. So I'm sure anybody that they bring on will only add more value to the side. And I don't really have any names, but I'm sure they'll do a great job.
2013 ICC Champions Trophy. We didn't find any ICC title, but our players are dominating. But still in the finals, we felt we missed it.
No, I'm sure eventually that will start happening because as these youngsters are coming, they're really talented, really good. Initially, we used to have 2 or 3 really good players in the side. That has come to about 7 or 8. Now it's total 11. So eventually, we'll start. We are already dominating sides, and we'll also start winning tournaments.
Final question.
Your view on the issue fuming around in social media. Same thing. Captaincy issue going in Mumbai Indians.
I think that is for Mumbai Indians, their staff, their supporters, for them to deal with it. I think, I mean, I don't have any opinion on that.
You have already mentioned that Mumbai fan base is only about the teams, not about the players. But happening totally reversing,
I mean, I'll have to really.
blaming their jerseys. Lots of what to say, toxic comments over there.
Then playing 11 says sorry for other also. I think mention one.
Heartbreak.
Broken heartbreaking. Yeah.
Maybe, I mean, he didn't mean any of this. I don't think anything has been said directly. So I no idea, honestly.
Thank you. Thanks.
Orchestra, do you see any changes in this coming IPL season for the CSK?
No changes meaning obviously the few players. The bench Stokes is not available. Have retired. So there are few slots that have to be filled, and I'm sure they are working towards it, and we'll have a great side this year.
Thank you.